Hi garden friends, Debbie here. How's everybody doing today? Spring is right around the corner. Today I'm going to be talking to you about dahlias and how I pre-sprout those to increase my dahlias for the cut flower garden. And also, once I do have the dahlias sprout, I will take rootings from those and increase more dahlias. Today is another giveaway, and Epic Gardening has a fantastic sale going on, so make sure you stay till the end for those details. So this is the third year that I'm growing dahlias, and the first year I grew in my own garden and it was quite successful. What I did is I bought one of every classification, like ball or formal decorative. And if you want to watch that video, I will link it above. And that year I had at least one of every variety, and I had a very successful year. Last year I grew at Wildflower Farm, and that was for me to sell at farmers markets. I have discovered that I probably just wasn't at the right farmers market to sell those. I did sell a few dahlias and a few of my herbs and vegetables and flowers, but it really wasn't very successful. So this year I am growing all of the cut flowers at another farm, Keckadoodle, and she will be selling those at a few farmers markets that she goes to. So hopefully more success there. And I will link in the description box below if you want to check out those videos from last year. So these are the 27 varieties that I'm going to be growing this year. The first one is where I have bought both years. This is my third year at Swan Island Dahlias. I have 8 that I'm going to be growing this year. The first one is a mini ball, and it's called Beehive. The next one is a water lily, and it's called Aw Shucks. The next one is a formal decorative called Boogie Nights. The next one is also a formal decorative, Cherish. A ball, Cornell, very popular. Cornell Bronze, another ball, Dahlia. Diva, a formal decorative. And I got, for ordering so many, I got a free one called Ivanetti, and it's also a ball Dahlia. Those are all from Swan Island. The next one I ordered from Lily's Garden Store. And these I just ordered 3. And I ordered Hillcrest Suffusion, and that one's a small decorative. The next one I ordered is a ball, and it's called Linda's Baby. And the last one from Lily's is a ball as well, Pink Pearl, from Brex. I ordered, 6. So the first one is called Jowie Fantasy. The next one is called Palmaris Dahlia, and they did put on there that this was a decorative. I'm not sure if it looks like a formal decorative. The next one is a ball, and that one is called American Sunset Dahlia. The next one, it looks like a decorative, again, probably a formal decorative is what I'm thinking, and this is called Caribbean Fantasy. The next one is also a decorative, and that one's called Bacharel, Boccherell Dahlia. And the last one from Brex is a ball, Wizard of Lightning. The final supplier I ordered from is called American Meadows, and I ordered, 8 from American Meadows. I ordered Boom Boom White, and that's a ball dahlia. And I also ordered Peaches and Cream, and that one I believe is a decorative. The final 6 are Arabian Night Decorative Dahlia, Jowie Winnie Ball Dahlia, Sylvia Ball Dahlia. This is a pom-pom, Burlesque Dahlia. Another ball is Jowie Nikki. And the last one is a ball, Jowie Morella. So So those are all the dahlias that I'll be growing, and all of the dahlias that I had last year and the year before. Now I did pull all those from last year. My system the first year was really great. I had paint sticks and I stapled a tag to that paint stick, and that held up really well. I mean, sometimes a critter got in there and knocked it over, but I was able to figure out which dahlia was which. Last year, I did not have as good success. We had landscape fabric down, and it was really difficult to put in some of the dahlias into that little small hole. I am not going to put down weed barrier. I'm just going to make sure it's mulched very well to suppress the weeds. And I'm going to go back to what I used the first year and use paint sticks and label those. So all the dahlias that I'm going to be pre-sprouting, I'm not quite sure which is which. Some of them I did have a label, and hopefully that will be the right ID. But as they bloom, then I will be making sure that I tag those correctly. And this is a dahlia tuber, and as you can see, I'm going to try to get close. This one has started to sprout. And so I am going to be cutting this one in make 2, and I'll have just this little one attached to this one that's sprouting. So in order for any dahlia to grow, you need to have 3 parts, and I'm going to put the diagram above. You need the crown, which is where that growth point is. So you have to have a piece of the crown in order for those to sprout. And I think I see another one starting right here. The next thing you need is the neck, which is on this one. You can see a little better this part, crown, neck, and then this is the tuber or body, and then you have some roots. So it does say that if you have a little bit of a split, it's okay, but if it looks like it's, the tuber right now I have is really firm. It's not soft or mushy. It's not rotting. So these are good tubers that I can put back into the ground. And like I said, I'm not quite sure what this one is. I might have the tag downstairs, and when we go to pre-sprout it, I'll look and see if we have that tag. And I am going to post that picture of the parts of the tuber it's from a Summer's Dreams farm. I'm also going to put their link in the description box below, because it does have a really good post of dahlias and how to pre-sprout them and the different parts. So I will link that below. Now let's go downstairs and pre-sprout some of those dahlias. Okay, here we are in my basement. So I have my pots that I'm going to pre-sprout my dahlias in. I have my tuber, I have my pruners, and some gauze in case I need them. Now I did want to tell you that if you do cut more than one tuber, it is recommended that you sanitize it. So you can either sanitize it in bleach, or what I have is it's like a nail salon sterilizer. So this is what I bought, and it heats up, and then you just stick the pruners in there and it heats up and sterilizes them. So I had done that right before we started, so they are all set to go. And again, what you want to make sure you have is the piece of the crown, and it looks like there's another growth point right there. You can get rid of these little roots, so I'll clean those up. And this one feels a little bit wobbly, so I probably will cut that off. If the neck is broken, you need to cut that off. Or if they're rotten, you can also get rid of the stalk. That this was a growth point, and this is where the stem or stalk was. So I will do that first, because I want to see what we're working with. And I'm just going to get rid of some of these little roots here. Now it is a little bit daunting to know where to cut. I know last year I was afraid to do this, but I think I'm a little better at it this year. Again, you want to make sure you have a part of the crown And the crown is going to be a different texture, kind of like a bark of a tree. So it's right there where that growth point is, right there. And then this is the neck and the body of the tuber. So what we're going to want to do is, even though this is a crown, I am going to separate these so that I can grow this one with these two little baby ones on it, and then this one will be in a separate one. So as long as you have some part of the crown, you should be able to have growth. So here we go, cutting down the center. And again, we still have the crown, the neck, and the body. Now I could separate these two, but they crisscross, so I'm just going to put them in there like so. And then I'm just going to get rid of this little twig at the top, clean up the bottom. Again, you just want to make sure they're nice and firm, not soft or rotten. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to, this is where it will grow from. So I just make sure that I put it down in the soil. And of course, I'm probably going to need to get rid of some of this. And you want to make sure that this part is sticking up. You don't want to cover that. So I'm going to cover everything up to that. So the neck and the body of the tuber you can cover. And I just saw a fungus gnat fly by. I'm having issues with them this year. I think I had soil from last fall, and I think it might have had some insects in there. So I note to self not to do that again, because I didn't have any issue with fungus gnats at all last year. So I have my sticky traps, and I am putting fungus gnat control into my watering every week, trying to control that. So now I need a little bit more soil. So again, this year what I'm using is Coco Loco potting soil this year. I try a different soil every year just to experiment, see what really grows well. So again, I am just going to cover that up, and I think the growth point was somewhere in there. I'm not sure this variety, so it will be, this year it will be Dahlia Surprise. So I'm going to water this in. Actually, what I'm going to do is put some vermiculite on, because you know I put vermiculite on everything. And then I will be putting these by my window and waiting for these to sprout. Once these do sprout, and I let them sprout for about a month, I take cuttings from the growth and I make more dahlias. So, and I will again show you that process, but that is it. So we just cut the tuber. You can cut them individually, you can keep them all as one big clump if you don't want to separate them, but you just got to make sure you have a big enough pot to put these in. All right, so we have one more that we can do here, and this was the one with the growth point. You can see it right here. So you want to make sure this is the crown, and I want to make sure it focuses. This is the crown, and this is where that growth point is coming out of. And then the neck, this pretty short little neck here, but there's a neck on this little baby one. And let me see, yeah, these are still good. They're not broken off. This one though, see how this one is all shriveled up? I will cut that one off. And I'm going to just clean up the bottom. So that's going to just go in here. Make sure that you keep the crown not covered. You don't want to cover it up. Soil over it. And then once this does grow on, about a month, I will be taking some rootings from that and starting some more of this variety, which again, I have no idea what this variety is, so it's going to be a surprise this year with most of them. It was not labeled that great last year, so once this does bloom, I will correctly label it. Just give it a little bit of water, and I'm going to put this with the other one by my window to get some light. And stay tuned for the rootings, which will happen in about a month. I hope this video inspired you to grow dahlias, so give it a like, subscribe, and share this video with all of your garden friends. In the next video, I'm going to be having my Proven Winners Annuals plant haul, so stay tuned for that video that's coming up. Now about the sale and the giveaway. Epic Gardening is having a sale where you get 15% off spring garden essentials. And some of the things that you can get 15% off are seeds, of course, from Botanical Interests. Then they have some seed trays like this, what I used this year. This is heavy duty, hard plastic, and these will not collapse. So they have them you can get them in 6 count, you can get as many as you would like. And then this year I also got the humidity domes. So these fit directly over, and I also use these for once I take the humidity dome off, I put it underneath because these have holes on the bottom so that your plants have room, the roots to come out and air prune, and then I can water and it can sit in this plastic dome. And it includes birdie beds. Now I do have a birdie bed. I don't have that together, but I will be putting that up in my farm garden. You don't want to miss out on this sale to get started for spring. I'm going to leave you a special link in the description box below this video, and I just want to let you know that I do get a small commission if anybody does decide to purchase. The sale is for 10 days. It runs from Tuesday, March 19th to Monday, March 25th. And again, it's 15% off all of those items that I said, seeds, seed trays or seed starting essentials, and the birdie beds. So make sure you check out that link for your spring essentials. For the giveaway for March, I'm going to be giving away Florette's Originals, and this is Bee's Choice Dahlias. So these are seed dahlias. And her book, Discovering Dahlias. So those are the 2 things that I'm going to be giving away. To enter, all you need to do is be a subscriber, like this video, and comment below if you have a favorite dahlia. And if you've never grown dahlias, put in the comments, dahlia seeds, please. The giveaway starts Friday, March 15th at 6 a.m. and runs through Sunday, March 31st at 6 p.m. The winner will be announced on Monday, April 1st. No April Fool's joke, at 12 noon. Get out there in your garden, and thanks for watching. Happy gardening. Bye-bye.